My dear people, I have over the time wondered about this particular topic that I'm about to talk about and then shed more light on what the next person would, speak about. It is about history. Now, one thing you cannot do is change history. No matter how you bend it or twist it, there are facts or there are clues for you to, you know, go with it. Now, I'm talking about Igbos in Nigeria and how they have spread. Now, a lot of people would want to claim, no, I'm not in any position to say where you are from or where you are not from, but I am in every position to go with the truth, which is history. Now, a lot of people, there are some people who say they are not Igbos that are in Delta states, for example. You know, it is simple. How do you know your roots? It is by your name and your language. Anywhere you go in the world, you cannot be Alejandro and say you are Japanese, or you cannot be Fukushima, for example, which is a Japanese name, and say you are Italian. It's not possible. It's not possible. There are a lot of distortions happening with our history, and it is sad because a lot of time in Nigeria, I have noticed that history is not being taught, and that is a serious damage, even within our localities. A lot of people in Igbo speaking part of Delta State say some people, not a lot, some very few, would want to say they are not Igbos. Some say they are Benins. They've forgotten that the Benin is a kingdom that has shrunk back to its natural self. The present day Benin is the natural self of the Benin kingdom. But as at that time, it was expanding, territorial expansion by way of conquest. They would lead an expedition by war to other communities and other kingdoms that are close to them. The Benin Empire was not an exemption. They expanded all the way to present day Lagos State, right? Now the question is, are the are the Benins the owners of Lagos State? The answer is no. For the fact that the British colonized Africa does not make Africa British. Okay? So the Benins found their way to present day Lagos State, Eko. When they got there, they did not meet an empty, they did not meet an empty land. There were people there. It was just that militarily they were more powerful than these people, so they subdued them and imposed a king on them. Now, does that make them Benin? No, they are not Benins. They are Woodies. They are Woody people. Now, let's come down to the Delta Igbo speaking part of Delta, present day Delta State. They always, if they want to make reference, they want to make reference to Iseluku. Iseluku is traditionally an Igbo place. But what happened? Whilst the Benin were making, their conquest and all of that, they influenced the traditional stool of the Iseluku people by way of imposing a king on the Iseluku people. Now, does that make them Benins? No. Similar thing happened in Ishekiri land. The kingship of Ishekiri is, yes, actually Benin. They were imposed on them. Are they Benins? No, there's a relativity here, we know, but the totality of those people are Ishekiris and not Benins. What happened to the British Empire with all their conquests all around the globe? They went as far as the newfound land, which is present day America, went as far as New Zealand, Australia, and the rest. These are places, Africa, Asia, these are places that they conquered. But what happened now? They are going back to their natural self. Same thing happened to the Roman Empire. If you don't study history, you will just be like a smoke without fire. Please, the Igbo speaking part of Delta State are Igbos. We are not Benin's. There is let me say, like, there's a kind of a break in our history, Inuan history, where with the introduction of Ezechime. Ezechime is not a Benin man, he's an Igbo man, as the name implies. Now, if you go to a place and the place they have Igbo traditions, they speak Igbo, they have Igbo names, and yet you say you are not Igbo. Well, I wonder what you are. Well, just listen to this man. He has a lot to say. I will just, this topic, we'll not go fit talk and finish now. Now, continuous assessment. I happened to bump into somebody in Istanbul, Turkey. And this guy, a full-blown man, a married man for that matter, I don't know whether senior or more senior me, but he's an adult, a man, a married man. He claimed that he's not Igbo, and then we sat down with other friends. We discussed history from his own point of view and my point of view, and I tried as much as I could to not be sentimental. But at the tail end, trust me, he opened up and told me that he knows that he's Igbo, but he just don't want to claim that he's Igbo. Because from his point of view, and from the narrations of his father and his grandfather, it was obvious that he's Igbo. His name is Igbo. His kids' name are Igbo names. He speaks Igbo. But he's in Delta. He's not even from Delta State. He's from Edo State. Learn your history, because according to Maklavinsky, to him that does not know where he's from will never know where he's going to, even if he's still living. Thank you, and watch this video, and God bless you.
Districts. Delta North, born in Igbo. They had 9 local government. Delta Central, Bundi Soko Nanduro, 8 local government Kafawa. Delta South, Fabundi Jo, Nandi Chakiri, 8 local government. So, in the Igbo, we have more local government in Delta State than on the other. Afagibo Keke, Afagibo Kafa, Afagibo Machuku, Isinibu Igbo, Gikibos. Anyị ma na o nwere ndị si Benin na ndị ọzọ bịacha, even na Igbo East. O nwekwazi ndị ọzọ mix even ndị si Ghana na ndị Sierra Leone bịacha na Enugu there. Wanche eme Igbo. The same thing ka anyị nọ na Anioma. Anioma basically bụ ndị Igbo. Nkobali ndị Asaba, ya bụ Ahaba. Nteje Kafasi bịa, Ọkpana bụ nri. Ọwa bụ nri. Igbanke bụ ndị bụ Ogbemodiafa bụ nri. Ọgwashi Ukwu bụ nri. Igbuzo bụ Isu na nri. Mana o nwekwa within the group, ịbịa afọ dịka na-ebu dị na Oshimili local government, Oshimili not local government. Ndị ebu bụ the truly 3 communities. Awa na-asụ asụfa felue taa. Ya bụ ndị nri, ndị Olukwomi, Ori Yoruba, na ndị Gala. Ya Igbo. So, ọ bụ na ndị ọzọ na-eklemu na fa abụrụ ndị Igbo. Fa ka mee ka ndị Igbo keep their 3 languages. Keep their language bụ asịbịa. Ụfọdụ na-eklemu na fa si Benin bịa. Fesiro Benin bịa. Onwe ndị a na-akpọ ndị nwe eze Chime. Ya bụ dịka Uselokwu, Iselazagba, Obio, Onichugbu and the Onichas. Okay. Nnefa bụ onye Benin. Mana nnafa bụ Chime, onye Igbo. Dibia. So, ụfọdụ kwere na fa bụ ndị Igbo, ụfọdụ kwere na fa bụrụ ndị Igbo. mana ndị onibụrụ ndị Igbo a na-asịsị fa wazizi aza afa ndị Igbo ụmụ ụnụ niile na-asụ Igbo ọ bụrụ si bi n'ibịa ka ọ si Isoko ka Orobo bịa ọ na-aka na-asụ ọnụ ndị anwa na-aza afa ndị anwa emime unu ga-aga na-agọsị n'unu si ebe a bịa mana ife niile unu na-eme bụ ndị Igbo ka unu si echi eze ndị Igbo ọ ga-ekpatazi ya ọ bụ onye bịazịa na anị mmadụ oke ịnọ na be gị ndị anị mmadụ abịa displace ya welu ya tradition welu everything in how many years we lose their own language superimpose on our own language therefore ilofuzi ọnụ bụ unu mba nke a bụrụ eziokwu mụnwa kweta na anyị ọma niile bụ Igbo mana o nwere ndị isi Benin na ndị ọzọ join ava mana afa pempe so amasịzi na arụrụ ụwa banya na akpa shuga so akpa shuga amasịzi ka shuga so mụnwa kwe na anyị bụ ndị Igbo ọ ya kpata ndị bụrụ prezidenti aka ikenga ya bụ Igbo niile owuwe echi abụ onye ọgwachi okwu